To be able to finish the floor, we would need to go to the next step, which is taking the bulkhead from the van. It was hard work, and we had more problems than we were expecting that day. I mentioned before on Instagram that we were reusing the wood that came with the van, so the support we're building now on the floor is with that wood. After creating the structure, we cut the insulation boards we got in B&Q, but you can easily find that on Amazon as well, and we started to place them on the floor. And while David was doing that, I was still on my mission to get the pallets ready for the furniture. We finished up the day just getting the floor done, and then with a little bit of a chat, enjoying the sun, enjoying the summer, and enjoying our van the way it is for the moment. So today we are going to build the wall behind the seats. So we took this bulkhead here that was there, and we bought some new plywood. So to get the kind of the layout done, we are putting the plywood we bought at the bottom, and we're gonna draw the template, so it's gonna be easier when we put this there. We still have this part, but this is gonna be a bit harder. We changed the plans for the floor, and we need to put the wood there to fix this here. We are measuring and trying to cut tips. So that's what's gonna go on the back, up and down as a front support, so we can fix the wall in it. Our jigsaw broke while we were splitting the bulkhead into 2 parts, so we're back with the saw. That was definitely the worst moment for that to happen, because we needed to cut the rounded part on top. We started to build our first wall in the van, and fitting the small door was actually the hardest part. But we really want to have the wall to keep the heat in the van because we live in Ireland. Apart from the cold, it rains a lot here in the winter, so that door will be handy to jump inside the van from the cabin without getting wet or cold. So for this frame, we used length of timber 32 by 60 mm. We had it inside to make sure everything was on the right spot, and then we took outside to secure all the screws. And then we are going to be back in again to start the insulation, to start to build the door inside this wall. And because of course we never made a door before, we made it too big. It took us a couple of days to make the door work perfectly. It was really nice doing this job outside. There was always dogs looking around and playing with us.
So today we are going to complete the floor at the back underneath the bed. We're going to try and use up the rest of the wood that came with the van, just to try and be economical and eco-friendly, whatever gets you out of bed. We're going to do the floor. We're going to finish the floor off, get rid of the rest of the insulation that's taking up space, and then we have some more sound deadening to do on the roof. Doesn't really need to be done, but I think the more we do, the better it is. Let's get to work.
As I mentioned before, doing this without the jigsaw was a hard work for David's arms. And even though this was a simple task to cut all the things and put back and make sure it was tight and it was fitting perfectly, it takes time. We took a day to do that. We needed to get some supplies to start the electrical part. So once we finished this, we went to the shop. Well, remember, we're still on the lockdown, so everything it's a bit harder to do.
Go. So today we're going to do some wiring so we can finish the walls.
Column. Right. So
one of the most important things is label them when you pull them in, so you know which ones they are. So just whenever you pull them in, whatever it is, mark it. So when they're all at the buzz bar, you know which ones they are. So you can connect them up and then label them properly. Switch at door.
okay, so that's here, and we're gonna connect this there.
I am drilling holes in the fiberglass here. There's a lip, so I'm drilling holes so I can put cable ties in to hold the cables. So I'm putting, if you look here, I'm putting a block of wood so I don't go through the ceiling.
And as always, to save time, our quick lunch, some snacks in the van, and back again.
So our last light is over there. That's the end of lane. So that comes to here, which comes to here, which comes into here, which then goes out over to this one above the door. It comes into this one, and it comes to here, and then it goes down to our first light. And then the first light is fed from the battery down here.
And look who is back at the end of the day, just waiting for some treats. So guys, that's a wrap. That's it for today. If you're enjoying our conversion, if you're enjoying our story, check the playlist, follow us on Instagram, and I'll see you on our next video. Ciao.